Once again, welcome to my physics class. Today's chapter is on motion in straight line or one-dimensional motion for class 11. So it is the second lecture for this chapter. So in previous lecture, I explained up to velocity time graph. Now we will find or we will calculate the acceleration and displacement from velocity time graph. Suppose a velocity time graph given. Here time is increasing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With increasing time, velocity increases 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So how to find acceleration from velocity time graph? If you find the slope of velocity time graph, then it represents acceleration. So to find slope, you have to know two coordinates, which is x1, y1. Let at 1 second the coordinate is x1, y1. We choose x1, y1 as 1, 3, 1, 3 and x2, y2. Let we choose last point 5, 15. So how to find slope? You know the formula. M equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Here y2 means 15, x2 means 5, y1 means 3, x1 means 1. This equals to 15 minus 3 by 5 minus 1. So equal to 12 by 4, that is 3 meter per second square. So from slope we got the acceleration. From velocity time graph, if you find slope, then it will represent or we can find the acceleration. Now let's find displacement from this graph. Displacement. How to find displacement? In first lecture I told if you find the area from velocity time graph, it will represent displacement. So area of this triangle. This area means half into base is 5 into height of this right angle triangle is 15. This one is 15. So this equals to 75 by 2, that is 37.5 meter. So from this graph we got two things, two physical quantities. Previously we got acceleration, now we got displacement. Next, acceleration time graph. AT graph or acceleration time graph. So this is the direction for acceleration, means this axis is the acceleration axis, it is the time axis. Here you see with increase in time acceleration is constant. Let it be 10 and it is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So with increasing time acceleration remains same, 10 meter per second square. So this graph is for uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration. Okay. Next, if you find the area, means area of acceleration time graph. What does it imply? Area into time. Area means you see E into A, that is A into T, AT. We know that V equals to U plus AT. So V minus U equals to AT. So AT we can write V minus U. So from, means if you find area from acceleration time graph, then it will represent increase in velocity. You know V is final velocity, U is initial velocity. So if you want to find increase in velocity, then you have to find area of acceleration time graph. Let's derive equation of motion. There are mainly 3 equations of motion. I will so last another one, 4 equations of motion. First is V equals to U plus AT. Let an object moving with initial velocity U. An object is moving with initial velocity U. After t second, let its velocity reaches to V. Let it is O, A, this point as B, and it is C. Then its initial coordinate is, means that is the coordinate of A is 0, U, 0 and U, and final coordinate is T and V. Okay, now we will find the acceleration from this graph. So to prove this equation, first you have to write the statement, let a body or let an object is moving with initial velocity u. After t second, its velocity increases to v. Then its initial coordinate is x1, y1 is 0, u. Final coordinate is t, v. Then acceleration equals to slope, means y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, v minus u by t minus 0, means you know y2 means v, y1 means u, x2 means t, x1 means 0. So this equals to v minus u by t. From cross multiplication we can find v minus u equals to 80 or v equals to u plus 80. So it is the first equation of motion. Next, we have to prove second equation of motion, which is S equals to ut plus half a t square. S equals to ut plus half a t square. So S means you have to find the displacement. So how to find the displacement? If you find the area of velocity time graph, then it will represent displacement. So displacement S equals to area of the trapezium OABC. So you know the formula to find the area of trapezium is half into sum of the parallel lines into height. Half sum of the parallel lines. So two parallel lines are OA and BC. So its sum means OA plus BC into its height. Height is OC. So half into OA means U. This length is U plus BC means C. V. B to C. This height is V into OC. OC means T. You see, in this equation, V not there. So you have to eliminate V in terms of U and T. So this equals to half into U plus V means U plus AT into T. So if you simplify, it becomes UT plus half a T square. So it is the derivation for the second equation of motion. S equals to ut plus half a T square. S is displacement, U is initial velocity, A is acceleration, T you know time. Next, third equation of motion. V square equals to U square plus 2AS. So from the same graph, V square equals to U square plus 2AS. So here also displacement given. So S means area. Area means you seen for the previous equation, in same way we will proceed, and it will be U plus V into T. In this equation here you see T is absent, so you have to eliminate T in terms of V, U and S. You know A equals to V minus U by T. So T equals to V minus U by A. Since A equal to V minus U by T, so T is equals to V minus U by A. So half into, we can write it as V plus U into T means V minus U by A. So this S becomes V square minus U square, A plus B into A minus B means A square minus B square, V square minus U square by 2A. So after cross multiplication, V square equals to U square plus 2AS. So it is the third equation of motion. So we got three equations of motion from the velocity time graph. These three equations are very, very important for numericals. Next, last equation of motion, that is when a body is moving, then at tth second, means suppose body is moving for 10 seconds. So in 5-second duration you have to find the displacement. It is very easy. If you put the values in s equal to ut plus half at square formula, then easily you can find the displacement. But tth second means 9th second, 10th second, how to find the displacement? So first second, how to find? Means initially displacement is 0. In 1 second if you find the displacement, then you can find the displacement in first second. 9th second, how to find the displacement in 9th second? So first you have to find the displacement for 9 second, then you have to subtract the displacement for 8 second. Similarly, if you want to find the displacement in tth second, if you want to find the displacement in tth second, then let it is a velocity time graph. Same initial velocity u, it is O, A, B, C, D, E. Let this time is T and this one is T minus 1. So you have to find the displacement at tth second. Displacement at tth, displacement at tth second. So how to find displacement at tth second? If you find the displacement for t second minus displacement in t minus 1 second, then easily you can find the displacement in tth second. So st is tth equals to st minus st minus 1. St means area of the whole graph. Area of OA BC minus area of this one OADE. That is, you have to find this area. Means area of the DEBC. You have to find this area. That is, this equals to area of DBCE. DBCE. Area of DBCE. Then how to find this area? Means half into sum of the parallel lines. Half. It is also trapezium. Half into sum of the parallel lines means DE plus BC into height means EC. Okay. So we got STth, area of this one means half into DE. DE means the velocity after t second. The velocity after t second is v equal to u plus at, u plus a t. After t second, the velocity is de. So u plus at plus bc. Bc means v. BC means V. Sorry, in t minus 1 second, u plus a, it is t minus 1 second, a into t minus 1 plus BC means V, half there, into plus V into EC, EC means 1, so you put S TL equals to half into U plus AT minus A plus V means U plus AT. This equals to half into 2U plus AT minus A. So U plus half, that is 280, 280 minus A, 2A into T minus 1. So it is STth. So displacement of the object at tth second is U plus half into A into 2T minus 1. Next, from calculus we can find this, we can derive this 3 equations. So first equation is, it is from calculus, the equation from calculus. V equals to U plus AT, first equation of motion. You know, A equals to dV by dt. So dV equals to A dt. When time is 0 second, initial velocity U, after t second its velocity becomes V. So this equals to, the integration of dV is V. When you will learn calculus portion of the mathematics, then it will be easy. So this will be V, lower limit U, upper limit V, A into T, lower limit 0, upper limit T. So V minus U equals to AT. So V equals to U plus AT. Next, second equation of motion. That is V square equals to U square plus 2AS. You know, acceleration A, we can write dV by dt equals to dV by ds into ds by dt. So dV ds, actually not ds by dt, ds dt into V, because ds dt, if you think as small change of displacement by duration of time is dt, so rate of change of displacement means velocity. So V is actually ds by dt. So A becomes this one. Next, V into dV, A into ds, when the displacement is 0, then initial velocity is u. After a's displacement, its velocity becomes v. So if you integrate, you can find v square minus u square by 2 equals to as, or v square equals to u square plus 2as. Next, another one equation of motion, which is s equals to ut plus half at square. V equals to ds by dt. So ds equals to v dt. V means u plus at dt. So my time is 0, displacement is 0, time is t, displacement is s. So if you integrate, this will be s equals to ut plus half a t square. I think this calculus is, it seems for you it is tough, but it is not tough. If you know from mathematics chapter, if you learn calculus, then it will be very simple. You have to know this formula: integration of dx is x, integration of x to the power n dx equals to x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Okay, such type of formulas are required. So I completed the chapter motion in straight line or one dimensional motion. You can proceed for the numericals. If you get any problem, you can contact me. Thank you.